I don't know why my camera is broken, but it was.
Oh man, that's great. We're totally out. We're not
What's
ready
going
at
on,
all.
dear camera? Let's look at this. Yeah, I don't know quite what's going on there, but it looks like the camera is broken. I'm gonna try and shut it down and get it back up again.
That's beautiful.
Okay, let's see. So I'm turning it off. Let's see. I just set it up. It was just working a moment ago. Okay, let's switch. Where are we? We need to be in
Then it blows up again. Twice.
studio mode. There we go, studio mode. Right? We want to be in studio mode for this. So over here, I can look at my camera while I'm doing things like, what is going on? No clue. No clue. It does not appear that it's doing anything at all.
Oh yeah, okay, so you level up 4 times. Holy shit.
That's the wrong one.
You leveled up
No,
4
because
times,
I
and I leveled
turned
up
it off.
13.
Right, so my counter camera is broken. It's gonna give me a bit of a headache here. So I'm just gonna turn off the counter camera.
Oh my god, look behind you.
Turning that off. Alrighty. So instead of having a counter camera, we have no counter camera. We're going to work with the other tools instead. So that's going to go away for now. And then put that in place. That over there. And you can see that, right? Let's see. is that camera there? Let's see, studio mode. We can totally move that closer here, so we can make that visible. Yes, without it breaking anything. Okay. So we are using. We're going to move that out of the way. We're also going to. I have this bag of vegetables, and it says stovetop, microwave method. This side up, microwave, 6 to 7 minutes. Microwave, 6 to 7 minutes. It's the same amount that the egg noodles need. The egg noodles need 1 minute longer. So the chicken is going to take longest. Where's my knife? And I need a fork. Because if you don't mind, I'm not touching the chicken with my bare hands. What I do need is mixing material. I'm going to use some adobo, a small amount of adobo, nothing particularly crazy. Okay. With some additional paprika. Okay. And some additional parsley. Oh, olive oil. No, not olive oil. Soybean oil. They don't know. What are they barking at? So, we're using not olive oil, but soy oil, because soy oil can withstand the heat better than olive oil. Olive oil is will burn too easily, so we can't use that. So that's our seasoning. We'll bang handle that in a moment. Here's my fork. And here's the chicken. I'm going to make small little strips here. I'm going to be cutting this way. Okay. And when we're done with that, we're going to put it in the oven. We're going to start up the oven. When we're done with that, we're going to grill it in the oven, and they're going to become tiny little nuggets of food. Yeah, I'm not touching the raw chicken with my bare hands. That's not happening. I have a dog by my feet who is very interested in everything that I'm cooking and constantly tries to sniff everywhere. Like, hey, you got something extra for me? No, dude. No, I really don't. Maybe I can turn over this over here a little. So, right, that'll work slightly better. Right. I would use my larger cutting board, but unfortunately, my larger cutting board is in the dishwasher. I just put it in the dishwasher, like a dumbass. Oh. So we're working with only 2 cameras, and that is a bit of a shame because I really like having multiple cameras so you can see where I'm at any given moment in time. Let's move the knife over here for now, and move over to here so I can see whether anybody is talking to me. Yes. No. No, Stream Elements. I'm not doing dishes, Stream Elements. Stream Elements is a fool. Edit the stream info. Cooks dinner. Yeah, Stream Elements. Okay. Stream Elements is a fool. No. Yes, these are my own chat rules. I really understand my own. No, Stream Elements.
Come here.
I'm not doing dishes anymore. You weirdo. Okay. Does it look like I'm doing dishes, dear Stream Elements? Stream Elements doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Okay. So, egg noodles. Boom. That is not enough water. That is not enough water. We gotta add more water. Move you out of the way. Gotta add more water. The chicken has remained in the fridge where it's kept cold. And we're going to put the remainder of this back into the fridge as soon as I think I have enough cut up. But I may wind up cutting up everything.
Why is everybody in one fucking spot?
Okay.
Who has a hawk?
And then at the same time, we want to put this stuff in the microwave.
Somebody has a fucking bird.
This side up, right?
Who has the bird?
Wash it back will be hot. Steam in bag. This side up. Unopened bag in the microwave for 6 minutes. That's really easy. Okay. And then this will also boil for about the same amount of time. The only thing that's going to take longer is the chicken. But it's going to be relatively easy because we're just putting this on a cookie sheet in the oven at high heat, and we will be increasing the heat, but it does need to be exposed to that heat for quite a while because it is chicken. So we just need to make sure that the internal temperature of the chicken gets high enough. Let's grab a different, well, that's hot. Grab a different thing to wang all that. Okay, you can't see that unfortunately, but that's going to be the taste. You want to make sure that every little bit of chicken gets a bit of that taste. You're going to see it in a moment. Everything is going to be coated in flavor, and while it sits on the counter here for a moment, it can absorb as much of the flavor as possible. Now, if you're grilling the chicken, you wind up caramelizing the outside, and the caramelized outside, is carcinogens. So you don't want that to cause any problems. So then, what they found is that marinating the chicken, any kind of marinating, even just a salt bath, will reduce the carcinogenous qualities to almost nothing. So it doesn't really matter what flavor you like as long as you marinate it at all. We want to make small bits because that way nobody in the household will be using a knife to cut their food. We want to make small, easy to grab pieces. All of this is going to be done in a moment, and then the chicken is going to be done a bit later. But not too much later because we're almost done with the chicken here. And whatever of this chicken we don't eat tonight, we can always eat it tomorrow.
1 point away. We're 1 point away from the
And I'm pretty sure that the dogs will be happy with a little bit of chicken as well. So you should really see the steamed bag here, the bag of steamed vegetables. It's really puffing up here. It looks like it's going to explode. It won't explode. Last bit of chicken. Yeah, go eat them up. Go eat them up. We don't expect anybody. Go eat them up.
Hey, baby.
Make sure that all these bits and pieces are loose. Alrighty. That's good. And then we can wash this right away. Alrighty. Let's give this a good stir.
Is anyone there?
That is almost done. So now you can see the chicken. The difference here between the chicken with flavor and the chicken without flavor should be immediately visible. We want to wang jangle this. Make sure that everything gets coated. Every little bit gets coated in plenty of flavor. By itself, chicken is pretty good. If you don't flavor it at all, if you just grill it. But we really want to make sure that you get all the flavor in. Okay. Then we're going to scoop that out and onto here. And we may want to use 2 or 3 of these depending on how much we're going to need, how much this will cover. So let's put this down here for now. Someone's talking to me. I don't know what that thumbnail is. Something is a thumbnail. Somebody says something about a thumbnail. What is this thumbnail? This is terrible. What on earth? Yikes. Okay.
Why?
Oh, the thing is done, so you can stop. And then here we go. Let's see. We want to make a single layer. Make sure that it can touch, but it cannot overlap. So we may want to wind up with 2 or 3 cookie sheets. We don't want this to overlap because it's going to take too long cooking, and it's going to heat up unevenly. Up. Yeah, that's going to be about it for this cookie sheet. I'm just going to go to the side, grab another cookie sheet. These are copper. I'm not trying to be extremely pretty here. The food's just got to go on. And I don't really care whether it looks pretty. It just needs to be on there and not overlapping anything. That's about it, right? All right, and then that can go into the oven. And this is done. Turn this off. And this can go into the oven. Up. We're going to give it 10 minutes, and then we probably want to stir it and go for another couple minutes. That will likely suffice. Right, we gotta get these noodles out. Belgium is a weird place. Also Eurovision Song Festival. No, I am happy to have escaped that. I do not want a Eurovision Song Festival. Thank you very much. Do not want. Alright, let's get this. Let's get these things here. It's a little hot. Up. It's supposed to be hot, of course. Oof. Okay. Let's see if we can get a bowl. Here, this is a bowl. That's a bowl. That'll do. That'll do just fine. That's a bowl. Okay. Bit by bit, little by little, one bit at a time. If I had a larger colander, this would take only one trip, but I don't. Gotta make do with what we got. Now you're not supposed to be eating this by itself. You're supposed to be eating this with the vegetables and the chicken. The chicken will contain the flavoring, so I'm not going to put any more flavoring on the noodles. And we will see whether that is enough flavor or whether we need to add more. We can always add more. It's going to be difficult to take flavor away if it's too much. In the meantime, this is done and that is done. In the meantime, we can go ahead and wash up a couple things. Like our knife we just used. Let me move you along with me. Here we go. Hi. So the knife we just used for the chicken, we kind of wash that right away. Don't leave that sitting out there. And the fork that we use to hold the chicken in place. And there's a little bowl. That can go over there. And the colander we just used for the, I don't even know whether you call that a colander. It's more like, this is more like a sieve than a colander, really. Right? Something like this is more like a sieve than like a colander, right? Okay, that can go over there, and then everything else is okay here. So that's gonna be doing its work right there. I'm gonna wash this up here real quick. Up it there. More soap. More soap is to be had. Hot water, as hot as you can make it because we used oil. It's really hot. It's really hot, that water. Oof. Okay. Yikes. And the dogs are back hoping for more food, even though we didn't give them any food. They're getting veggie straws. I don't think that we should be giving them veggie straws, you know? I don't think that that is an appropriate food for them. Okay, so we're going to mix the noodles with the veggies, and then maybe we should wait. Maybe we should wait with mixing the noodles until we get the chicken done, and then we can mix it all together. I'm still not showing the brand of this stuff on video. If you are the manufacturer and would like me to name your brand, we can do that too. You know where to find me. All right. That's that. Right. Let's grab that. And then open where? Does it have a place to open it somewhere, or do we just grab scissors? Does not appear to have a good place to open it. Alrighty. Really simple stuff here. This is not high cuisine. Really simple stuff. I don't think that that's enough. So I'm going to make another one. I don't think that this will suffice for the amount of noodles that we got. See, you barely see any after getting the veggies in. Barely see any veggies, so we want to make sure that we get the more veggies in there. And I also think that I should move the noodles away from the stove. So that they don't keep on cooking. Right. Here's my pot. I can wash the pot too. There we go. That's the noodle pot. Alright. We can give this a go here. The chicken. Let's have a look. It's looking great. Look at that. Look at that. Hot though, but it looks lovely. Absolutely lovely. Let's turn these upside down. Yeah, it looks like they're getting cooked through nicely here. Okay. Absolutely lovely. No, come back. And this is why you clean the stove. Because you wind up throwing food onto the stove. Right? You wind up throwing food onto the stove because you're clumsy, like me, and then you want to make sure that people don't get sick, so you need to make sure that your stove is clean. Appetite. There we go. And then that'll go back into the oven for a couple minutes. You know what? I can move some of this over here. That'll probably spread out a little better. Make sure that it doesn't overlap. Right? Because otherwise that's not going to work out very well. Alright, that looks awesome. That looks fantastic. Excellent. Move that out of the way. Move that over here. Yes, and timer, you can go back to, that was great. Now timer, back to that, right? It shouldn't take that long. Really hot. Ooh. Really hot. Okay. There we go. And then it's just a matter of waiting. I love it when cooking is easy. The easier, the better. Ow. Just stabbed myself in the belly with my shears. Have you seen these shears? Have you ever wondered why shears are called shears in plural? Because there's always two of them. These are special ones. They come apart for easy cleaning. But they're called shears because there's two knives on them. Watch out, dog. go underfoot here. The wall can use a bit of cleaning. Let's do that. That is almost done. That's good. Moving the noodles off of the stove is a good idea. Not entirely sure how things like that wind up over here on the wall. That is not a stain. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. What's that, dog? Yeah, I know it smells good. The dog says, but it smells so good. Can I have some of that? No, no, you cannot, because of the flavoring. I don't know whether the flavoring is going to be okay for the dogs. You see. All right. Let's grab that back here and open up this one. Ooh, yeah. Well, they're not kidding. They did say it was hot. They're not kidding. They do say, be careful because it's hot. Open. Very good. They are not joking when they say that. Yikes. Alrighty. Oh. Oof. Okay. Let's mix this together. I think I need to add some oil in here. Make sure that this doesn't all stick together like a big clump of gluten. So that's the last thing that we want to achieve here. Maybe a little bit of oil will help keep this apart. Something bland that doesn't interfere with the flavoring too much. Okay. Yeah, that looks a lot better already. Okay. Very nice. Then the chicken should be done almost. Put that over here. Waiting for the chicken a little bit. Yeah, now we can probably throw out this third camera. Get something else in its stead. I heard about this website, and now I'll check it out. It should have other webcams for us to use. That should work just nicely. It's a bit of a shame about this one. I've had this camera for a while now, think this is my oldest webcam. And I finally gave up. See how far the laundry is doing. That's still going. Okay. That's still going. Good. Let's have a look at our chicken. Move this out of the way. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Very nice. You should be able to smell that. It's yummy. Okay. Let's have that cool down a little, because it's very hot now. Of course it's very hot because the oven makes it very hot. It's necessary to kill off any bacteria and germs that might live on the outside of the chicken. Absolutely necessary to heat it up properly and for long enough. If you don't do that, you're going to get everybody sick. In the meantime, the dishes are done. Lovely. It means that we have clean cutlery and clean dishes to eat off of. Okay. Let's taste some of that. Like this right here. It's going to be really hot. I can see the steam coming off. That's really good stuff. That's astonishingly good. Okay. So, then we should get a plate or a bowl. Here's a plate. We should grab this, like so. And this, so. Up. And there you have it. There we go. Spoon. Yeah, there we have it. Dish number one. Ready to eat. Who's hungry? Where's your sibling? Yeah, food is right here. Eat it. We're gonna let the dogs eat it. Okay, plate number two. Up. Up. Right? Wonderful. Spoon. Spoon. Lovely. Eat the food happy before the dogs eat it. One more. One more plate. Gonna celebrate. One more plate. One more plate. Gonna celebrate. One more plate. Okay. Now you're supposed to mix these flavors together because otherwise the noodles by themselves are too bland. So I'm going to do that. But my kids, they don't want that. They want to have the flavors separate. And that is their choice. I'm not going to get on their case for that anymore. I used to, but hey, it's not any of my concern if my children refuse to have food that tastes like anything. It's their concern entirely. And with that, my friends, we are done for this episode of Xentor Cooks Dinner.
What's happening?
I'm going to enjoy this, and I hope you enjoyed this too. This has been Xentor, and I'm out.